While its lifespan was short-lived before Ultra Ego took over as his go-to transformation. During the Tournament of Power, Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue Evolved became one of the highest forms of Super Saiyan ever achieved, and debatably still is. But let's rewind to just after the Broly movie, and pit this form against the legendary Saiyan himself. This manga was created by Unrelent Gaming and his team. Since he was nice enough to share it here too, consider helping him make stuff like this possible by checking out his Patreon using the links below, where all of his usually exclusive mangas are available to read. Peering down onto the rumbling battlefield below, Lemmo and Goku speak amongst each other. The latter is astonished in how much the both of them are putting into the spar. It's a good thing they're watching from a safe distance, otherwise they'd be toast if they got in their way. Our hero doesn't think he's seen Vegeta fight like this in a while now. Something concerns his alien visitor though. Is the Saiyan sure that his friend knows what he's doing down there? It looks like he's fighting to kill Broly. What's his deal? Why would he take this so seriously when it's simply supposed to be a casual skirmish? Goku assures that Vegeta is just fired up for his rematch with Broly. That's all. Lemmo then comments how he sure seems confident in himself. He's certainly doing a lot better than he did in their first match. Heck, Broly actually looks like he's having a bit of trouble against him, pressuring him to just ask Goku what kind of training the two of them have done. Our hero explains that since Broly came to Earth, he and Vegeta have battled against some of the strongest guys in the entire universe, including training with Lord Beerus on his planet as well. There's no doubt that Vegeta's been looking forward to this moment for a while now, especially since he and Broly never really had the chance to finish their initial fight on Earth. But Broly's gotten stronger too. Goku can feel his power growing with each strike. He's positive that he too has worked hard since that same battle. Otherwise, Vegeta would have already ripped him to pieces by now. So to see him hold his own and be able to fight back is amazing. It's going to be tough trying to call this one down the middle, but our hero can't wait to jump in himself. Broly fighting the way he is now is getting him all fired up. G-Light chimes in to comment that it's not like Broly has just been sitting around and doing nothing since they all first met. He's been training day in and day out, non-stop. She and Lemmo have both watched his progress. And non-stop, huh? Goku wonders aloud if she thinks that he was training for he and Vegeta. Which of course he was. He even said that he's going to get so strong that next time, he'll be able to beat their fusion all by himself. And so all he did was train. And Goku said, that's perfect. They did the same. Seeing him keep up and fight back against Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is as impressive as anything. But could he have any other new tricks up his sleeve? Slugging the prince in the face, Vegeta curses that he's just as tough to deal with as he was before. In fact, he's much stronger now. But charging back after him, he shouts that Broly won't get ahead of him so easily, and he better not assume that this is going to go the same way it did back on Earth. Because he too has gotten much stronger since their first little skirmish. He's evolved far beyond what he once was, so he doesn't stand a chance. Spectating, Goku states how impressed he is with Vegeta's fighting senses. They're amazing. Broly is trying to grab onto him, and he's able to read his every movement and counter each of his attacks. After delivering a kick-punch combo, Vegeta taunts Broly, questioning if he thinks his power scares him. Broly is looking at the strongest Saiyan to ever live. He's struggled his entire life to achieve this level of power, and doesn't plan on stopping here. And with him around, the prince wants him to remember his place, as always being his second. These words have Goku taken aback a bit. Vegeta is really going at Broly. He wonders what's gotten him so fired up like this. He must have been wanting to prove something to him. Oh, he sure hopes he doesn't do anything crazy and manage to actually kill him. On the other hand, Broly seems to be getting pretty fired up too. He appears to be getting stronger and stronger the longer this thing goes on. G-Light remarks that Broly looks really intense down there. Goku's friend must really be pushing his buttons to get him worked up like this. She hopes he remembers to control himself like they've talked about. The last thing they need is for Broly to lose his mind and tear this entire planet apart. She calls out for Broly to focus. Don't give in. Remember that this is only training. Now on more of the defensive end of this fight, Vegeta's quickly finding out the hard way that his opponent's hits are only getting heavier with each blow. He's even starting to adapt to his new fighting style and movements. He needs to throw him off his game and hit him with everything he has. Otherwise, he'll just keep on adapting further and further, and this fight will soon be over. So figuring he has no other choice, Vegeta resolves to use that stupid technique, the one he learned on planet Yardrat, to escape him. While he hates using moves that Kakarot already knows about, at this point, if he wants to win, he has to blindside him while he still can. But this'll be the last time he's using this. Instant transmissioning away, the prince jabs that Broly is just a mindless savage. Compared to himself, he is nothing more than a primitive Saiyan whose will to act on rage blinds them from ever achieving a greater power. What's more, he's about to see why. Just as the surrounding area erupts into a ball of smoke, Goku can't make heads or tails of what just happened. Did Vegeta just use the instant transmission technique? And Broly just went crashing right in there. Powering up, Goku's rival has had it with the games. He's about to showcase why he himself is the strongest warrior between the two of them. He doesn't care how strong Broly is. He won't be able to endure this one. As Goku sees what's about to come, he screams for Vegeta to wait. If he does this, he'll destroy all of them and the planet itself. That sounds like Kakarot's problem, not Vegeta's. He's about to blast the Saiyan back to the Stone Age, as he goads his foe to just try it. And taking the bait. Unleashing the most ferocious Final Flash he's ever attempted, Vegeta wants to see how Broly responds to this one. However, he catches it. Shouting back, the legendary Saiyan refuses to lose, grunting he won't fail. Deflecting it, Lemmo can't believe it. About the same, Goku is baffled by the insane power just put on display. There's no way he should have been able to do that. Vegeta watches his own blast come speeding back towards him. This can't be. He actually did it. Easily dodging, he thought he had the brute right where he wanted when Broly sneaks up on him from behind, taking the prince completely by surprise. Below, the gang stares on. Lemmo exclaims Broly's got him. He's not really sure who's winning, but it looks like if Vegeta doesn't figure something out, Broly's going to snap him in half, causing Goku to comment on how wild this all is. He wonders if Vegeta will be able to break free from his grip. Broly's gotta be applying so much pressure on his body right now. Vegeta has to do something, or he'll squeeze the life out of him. He can't use the instant transmission to get away. That would only take Broly with him. So what's he gonna do? And as we see, Vegeta is unable to wiggle free. So his foe takes him plummeting to the ground, bellowing that'll take him to his grave. Launching the prince several feet below the dirt. It feels like the entire planet's shaking. Regaining his footing, Broly is just fine. On the other hand, the smoke clears to reveal a rather wary Vegeta. He might even be out cold. Though Goku disagrees with Chilai on this, he can still sense his power is intact. When he vanishes, and just as Broly tries to deliver a lethal stomp, charging him, Vegeta asks if he really thought that was going to finish him off. Far from it. He's not even close to done. They're not quitting until one of them falls, and the prince proudly proclaims that won't be himself. Dodging the flying kick, Broly is able to duck at the last moment, as Chilai cheers him on. But, with some good timing, Beerus and Whis appear out of nowhere. The latter comments to his lord how they have arrived where they all are, but it appears the battle has already started. The Destroyer figures, that's no matter. He wants to see what all the fuss is about with these Saiyans having to train on this planet, as he's very unfortunately cut off with a foot to the face. While the God of Destruction skids across the dirt, Vegeta realizes what he's done. He tries to explain how he didn't notice his arrival and surely didn't see him. This event causes the others to go pale in the face too. What has Vegeta done? Dropping back to his base form, it's that cat, the God of Destruction. But where did he even come from? Also returning to his normal state, Vegeta continues his pleas for forgiveness. He's so sorry. He didn't see him. He was in the middle of a battle with Broly and he just came out of nowhere. But not hearing it, the furious Destroyer picks himself up while hissing. How dare Vegeta do this? How dare he strike him? Does he not know what he has just done? He was simply in the middle of arriving to this rock. Now he's angry. There is nothing that will change the outcome to what is about to happen to Vegeta's body and soul. He will be erased from the history books as though he never existed at all. About to launch the Hakai, Goku quickly butts in for Beerus to wait, pointing out they have a lot of delicious food they brought for him from Earth. What does he say? He lay off Vegeta and come get some before it gets cold. It's so good! Can he smell how awesome it is? And that does sound quite nice. And it does smell quite good as well. So Vegeta can just consider himself lucky for now. But he's not done with him yet. With the evolution of Vegeta growing ever further, and the natural-born abilities of Broly proving more legendary than ever, will the Prince be able to one day prove himself as the most powerful Saiyan alive? Or is he doomed to continue to only fall more and more downwards in the rankings?